Hey friends, yesterday we talked about the words opinion and persuasion. Opinion means how you feel about something, and persuade means that you try and make others feel the same way. Today we're going to read a book called Hey Little Ant. I know some of you guys have heard this because I know I've read it to some of you. Hey Little Ant. And in this story there's a little boy and a little ant. And they're talking to each other, and they're both sharing their opinions, and they are both trying to persuade each other to do something. So let's read the story, Hey Little Ant. So this is the kid talking. He says, "Hey little ant down in the crack, can you hear me? Can you talk back? See my shoe? Can you see that? Well, now it's gonna squish you flat." So what does the boy want to do? He wants to squish the ant. We can't really even see the ant in this picture very well, but he wants to squish him. The ant is going to talk back to him. Is this a fiction or a non-fiction book if ants are talking? It's fiction, because can ants really talk? No, definitely not. "Please, oh please, do not squish me. Change your mind and let me be. I'm on my way with a crumb of pie. Please, oh please, don't make me die." Here he is. He's in that little crack. He's talking to the boy. The ant also has an opinion. The ant says, "Don't squish me, please." So do the boy and the ant have the same opinion? No, they have different opinions. But they're going to try and persuade each other, trying to talk each other into thinking that their opinion is right. The kid said, "Anyone knows that ants can't feel. You're so tiny, you don't look real. I'm so big and you're so small. I don't think that it'll hurt at all." So there's how big the boy is. Then all the way down here, there's that teeny tiny ant. He said, "It's not even going to hurt if I squish you." The ant responded, "But you are a giant, and giants can't know how it feels to be an ant. Come down close. I think that you'll see that you are very much like me." So he said, "We're not that different. We're very similar." The kid said, "Are you crazy? Meat like you? I have a home and a family too. You're just a speck that runs around. No one would care if my foot came down." So the boy has a family, and he thinks that the ant doesn't have a family. He said, "You are just a speck. Nobody cares if I step on you." Do you think that that's true? Do you think somebody would care if he stepped on the ant? Well, the ant responds. He says, "Oh, big friend, you are so wrong. My nestmates need me because I am strong. I dig our nest and I feed baby ants too. I must not die beneath your shoe." So here in the pictures, he shows that he does have a family and he's super helpful. So he says that he helps dig their nest and he helps feed the babies. So he has a family and they kind of do need him. The kid said, "My mom says that ants are rude. They carry off our picnic food. They steal our chips and breadcrumbs too. It's good if I squish a crook like you." So the boy says, ants steal our food when we're at a picnic. That's not very nice, so ants must not be very nice. Have you guys ever had that happen where you're eating outside and an ant comes along and might steal some of your food? So here's a picture of their picnic. It looks like they're kind of freaking out because there might be some ants around them. They're moving their arms really fast. And here's the ant that he's thinking of. He looks like a robber. Look how much food he's stolen. Yikes. "Hey, I'm not a crook. Read my lips. Sometimes ants need crumbs and chips. One tiny chip can feed my whole town. So please don't make your shoe come down." So right here, the ants are taking a chip out of the bag. But he says that he's taking it because it can feed lots and lots and lots of ants. He's not just going to eat it by himself. He's going to share it with his whole town. The kid said, "But all my friends squish ants every day. Squishing ants is a game that we play. They're looking at me. They're listening too. They all say that I should squish you." And in the background, his friends are going, "Stop, stop, stop." They really want that ant squished. Ooh, look at those faces. The ant said, "I can see that you're big and strong. Decide for yourself what's right and wrong. If you were me and I were you, what would you want me to do?" So if you've ever heard the phrase, put yourself in somebody else's shoes, that's kind of like what he's saying right here. He's saying, what if I was big and you were tiny and I wanted to squish you? Would you want me to squish you? So he's trying to get the boy to think about his opinion and maybe change his opinion. Should the ant get squished? Should the ant go free? It's up to the kid, not up to me. We'll leave the kid with the raised up shoe. What do you think he should do? So the author in this book doesn't actually give us an ending to the story. He doesn't tell us what happens at the end. He leaves it right here, where we don't know if the boy's going to squish the ant or if he's going to let the ant go free. But the author does ask, what do you think the kid should do? The author is asking you your opinion, which is awesome because we're doing opinion writing. So today, I want you guys to start working on writing your opinion of what you think the boy should do. Should he squish the ant or should he let the ant go free? So when we're doing opinion writing, a lot of times we start it off with, I think. So do you think the boy should squish the ant? So let me show you an example of how you could do opinion writing. Yours doesn't have to be like mine. It could be very different. You might have a different opinion than me. I think the boy should not squish the ant. That's my opinion. I think the boy should not squish the ant. But I haven't really persuaded you why yet. I haven't persuaded anybody yet. I need to give reasons why I think this. I think that the boy should not squish the ant because... What are some reasons that he should not squish the ant? I'm thinking, oh, that ant has a family that he needs to feed. So I'm going to write that down. So I have written my opinion and I've given one reason why that should happen. And I started with, I think. You can also start with that. And then I have to also have because. So you give your opinion and then you're going to give reasons why you think that that is the right opinion. So I said, I think the boy should not squish the ant because the ant has a family. I want you guys to think of even more reasons. So whether you think that he should squish the ant or not, I want you guys to try and come up with 2 or more reasons why you think that. So I want to see about 2 or more sentences. Do you think that you can handle that challenge? I want you to write about what you think that that boy should do and why. So remember in your writing, it should say, I think because. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.